Hello, Miss Waters. Thank you so much for coming in to talk about the communications career field. Can you tell us a little bit about the field in general?
The communications field is that's an umbrella term for a lot of different positions, including print, media, radio, television,
You have questions about VOTAC.
even advertising and public relations too.
What is your specific job in the career field?
I work as a newspaper reporter and photographer.
All right, what do you do as far as job specifics?
As a reporter, you work with other staff writers and photographers to plan out stories. You work with an editor who assigns you stories to go out and investigate. You go and meet new people and ask them questions to try to find out about what the story is. And then when you get back to the office, you put that all down and send it over to the copy desk for somebody to proof, and then it goes into the newspaper.
What is special about your job?
I think the most special thing is that it's different every day. And so I know there's a lot of careers where people go and they sit behind a desk and they do the same thing day after day. But with newspaper reporting, you are out and about every day. You're not stuck in an office, so you're out there meeting new people and finding out new stories, and it always gives you a chance to learn something new, which is what I really like about it, because I always like investigating and learning new things.
Why did you choose this career?
For those reasons, and because I really enjoy writing. When I was in college, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I enjoyed writing, so I looked for careers that could support that, and so journalism was a perfect fit for that.
As far as education is concerned, what qualifications do you need to get the job you have?
There isn't necessarily a required education. I have worked with people who just have a high school diploma. I think more and more editors are looking for people with college degrees, bachelor's degrees, or even beyond that. So that would be, I guess, recommended.
If somebody wants to go and get the education, education for this career, where would you suggest they go?
I don't think there's necessarily any poor choices for journalism. Any school with the mass communications department will give you a great education. I think that in the Midwest, in our area, KU and Mizzou definitely are known for their reputations, and they have a lot of resources on their campuses for student journalists. Kansas Scholastic Press Association is housed out of KU, and so that's a good tool for students to have that resource on that campus.
Can you tell us what to look for when choosing a place to study?
I think just look for specific programs and look at what opportunities they have on campus. When I was at my university, I worked on the student newspaper. I was a reporter and a photographer and eventually the managing editor of that, and that was really good experience that I was glad to have, because when I went out into the real world, I knew kind of what the workflow looked like. So if you're wanting to go to broadcasting, look for a school that has a studio on their campus, or if it's radio, look for one that has a radio station so you can get that practice before you go out to the real world.
How did you become a journalist from start to where you are now?
Once I decided that I was going to major in journalism, I looked at the student newspaper and found an opportunity there. I originally just started out as a reporter and worked my way up the chain there. My senior year in college, I was working as the managing editor of that paper, as well as a page designer for the local newspaper in the town. And so that gave me kind of a behind the scenes of a major newspaper to see what that was like. And that gave me some connections so that when I graduated, I was able to get a position at that paper.
What makes a person successful in this career?
I think what makes people successful in journalism is their dedication to their work and their ethical practices. So as long as you're being truthful in what you're reporting and you're telling the full story from all sides, I think that people are successful.
Do you have any other tips or information that you'd like to add?
I think the only thing I would recommend is that you join professional societies. A lot of campuses have affiliations with like the Society of Professional Journalists, the Press Photographers Association, or there are some public relations professional societies as well, and that just gives you some more resources and more networking tools.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.